President Ramaphosa has delivered here is that which the people of this country have been asking for. So this isn't a DA victory.
The individuals are not important to us. What is important is that whoever is given the work and the mandate to serve the students and youth of South Africa is doing so correctly.
Welcome back to Headz SA, the channel where we don't report politics, we decode the power moves behind them. Let's get into it. President Cyril Ramaphosa has officially fired Minister of Higher Education and Training Nobuhle Nkabane, replacing her with her deputy, Buti Manamela. This bombshell decision came just one day before Nkabane was expected to face a tough parliamentary hearing over allegations tied to her controversial appointment of the SETA board. Was this a strategic move by Ramaphosa to dodge public embarrassment for the ANC, or simply damage control before a scandal exploded further? Either way, the hearing that was scheduled for today is now off the table. The minister is gone and many in parliament are celebrating. Democratic Alliance MP Karabo Khakao didn't mince her words in an interview on SABC. She called this not just a DA victory, but a victory for the people of South Africa.
It is not a Karabo Khakao victory, but it is the people's victory. As far as we are concerned as the Democratic Alliance, we will not rest. We will not stop fighting until we see a detoxing of the cabinet of corrupt and compromised ministers.
She warned that the DA will not stop at Nkabane. The next targets, Thembi Simelane, David Makhobo, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, and Senzo Mchunu.
Nobuhle Nkabane has won, but we still have Thembi Simelane, we still have David Makhobo, we still have Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, and there's still the question mark around Senzo Mchunu. So until we are able to see a cabinet that reflects the hopes and aspirations of the people of this country, the Democratic Alliance will not stop fighting. The hopes and aspirations of the people of this country are that, one, their ministers must be able to deliver services to them. That, two, their ministers must be beyond reproach, that they are not supposed to be liars like Nobuhle Nkabane is, that they're supposed to have their heart in the right places, that they are supposed to honor the blood sacrifices that this democracy is built on and not trample on it by a cadre deployment and lie into parliament and through, and effectively, by extension, the people of the Republic.
Meanwhile, it was EFF MP Sihle Lonzi who originally brought the Nkabane scandal to light. Lonzi says the EFF welcomes the president's move and made it clear they are not done with the Department of Higher Education just yet. In his words, the fight isn't personal, but it's political, and the new minister, Buti Manamela, better be ready because the EFF is far from finished.
Budget vote, we said to the Minister, all of these ANC comrades that are encouraging you to continue the corruption and looting in higher education are not going to be there when you are removed. You are going to fall alone on your own sword. So that is the warning that we're giving Buti as well. If he's coming with the mindset of budget vote, we said to the Minister, all of these ANC comrades that are encouraging you to continue the corruption and looting in higher education are not going to be there when you are removed. You are going to fall alone on your own sword. So that is the warning that we're giving Buti as well. If he's coming with the mindset of wanting to loot, of wanting to entrench kleptocracy, wanting to entrench cadre deployment, wanting to enrich the tenderpreneurs in the sector, I can tell you now he is also not going to last 6 months. Again, because our fight is not personal. The individuals are not important to us.
And here is where it gets interesting. Nkabane's removal may feel like accountability, but let's be real. The allegations involved possible corruption, and if that's the case, shouldn't there be criminal investigations? Consequences beyond just losing a ministerial seat. What about the so-called independent panel that allegedly advised her? Who are they? Will they be held accountable? Or will they, like so many before, quietly be reallocated to another department and continue unchecked? Look, you can fire someone, you can reshuffle your deck, but unless those who abuse power face real consequences, it's just smoke and mirrors. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Was this a smart political move by Ramaphosa or just a cover-up with a convenient timing? Should the Hawks be investigating? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned because at Headz Up SA, we don't just ask questions, we demand answers. Keep your heads up, SA.
she was the final person who signed the appointment letters. It is very hard to believe that Nobuhle and Nkabane acted alone. So we still need to be able to get to the bottom line of who else aided and abetted her decision, so that we're able to give a good reflection of the 2020-2021 AG report and assessment as far as the appointment of SETA boards are concerned. That is something that Buti Manamela moving forward must be able to correct and make sure that is no longer a conversation. But also moving on to having a conversation about whether or not he is fit for purpose for this role, what we will judge as a fit for purpose, what we will judge on whether or not he is fit for purpose for this role is his ability to transform NSFAS, his ability to ensure that student accommodation is dealt with, his ability to restore faith in the SETA space in itself and detoxing it from cadres that are lazing around and not giving effect to the mandate that has been given to them. And what will also judge his contribution towards the sector, his ability is his ability to make sure that there is good quality infrastructure across universities, TVETs and CETs.
Okay.
The NSF also needs to be revamped. There's a whole lot about the peace sector that is wrong, that needs to be corrected. And only if he's able to correct that will we say he's fit for purpose. Until then, we're yet to see.
Does the fact that he's been in the department for as long as Buti Manamela has been, years in fact, does that work in his favor?
I mean, you have people like Mantashe who have been in government for years. Does that work in their favor? Are they effective ministers? That's yet to be answered. It's very questionable. We have people who in the ANC have been in government for many years. That does not make them qualified or suitable for the positions that they hold. It only means that they have been there enough in the system to understand how it works.
The warning that we're giving Buti as well, if he's coming with the mindset of wanting to loot, of wanting to entrench kleptocracy, wanting to entrench cadre deployment, wanting to enrich the tenderpreneurs in the sector, I can tell you now he is also not going to last 6 months. Again, because our fight is not personal. The individuals are not important to us. What is important is that whoever is given the work and the mandate to serve the students and youth of South Africa is doing so correctly. And where they mess up, whether it's Buti, whether it's Nkabane, whether they are a doctor, whether they are not a doctor, we're going to hold them accountable.
And on Dr. Nkabane, just lastly, she will remain, if I'm correct, a member of parliament. Do you think she should give up that seat or be made to give it up?
Look, she's undergoing a process, I think, on ethics. Some MPs have also opened a case against her for allegedly lying. Those must continue. So that must continue. The work of ethics must still do its job, because we still need to find. Remember, we want to also set the tone for other ministers, because ministers must start to take the work of parliament seriously. So we have to follow up to its logical conclusion, even though there's a new minister and we'll be continuing to do the work of the sector. But we ought to send a very strong message to all of these ministers that you're not just going to continue with impunity. You're not just going to continue with arrogance. You can't just come to parliament and lie or mislead and do all of those things and nothing is done about that. So this is a strong message that we're sending right across the board, from the lowest deputy minister even to the presidency itself, to say even President Cyril Ramaphosa, parliament must be able to hold him accountable. There is no one who is going to be above the rule of law.